Emmanuel, how nice.
Have you seen that replay, buddy?
All right, man, I'm done talking to you.
You can't be done talking to me. You're right here facing me.
I back. Trust me, I back.
Dana! 60 G's, baby!
But I'm not impressed by your performance.
It's normal. Come on, guys. It's normal.
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing.
I'm the man of the hour, Joe. Too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get, and what you don't is better yet. I'm the women's pick. I'm the men's regret. And if you win against Chael Sonnen, you made a bad bet.
I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet.
Something Fat We Show fans, Fat We Show people, them salute to you. We are back with another episode of the Dust Stop Shakedown, and tonight we got my boy Crossover, we got Sterling, we got Emmanuel, we got MMA making the walk, Jax, Basement Jax right here. Salute to everybody in the house, and big up the Rambling Dad as well, man. Everybody, I just want to say to you, man, you know what I mean? Apologies for the lateness, but you know what they say, lateness is greatness. We're here, that's the most important thing. And yeah, shout out to our boys that's been in the cage today. You know what I mean? These boys, they be duking it out. Shout out to Gift Walker, shout out to Peace Excommunicado, and finally Black Panther Triple B Terrence Balelo. Those guys really put it down for South Africa tonight on the event Africa versus Brazil. Fantastic fucking fight tonight, man. But hey, how's everybody doing? We'll start with McDane, man. How you doing, my bro?
I'm good, bro. Just getting rushed like hell in the background, you know what I mean? But as they say,
A wizard is never late.
so we're right here. We're right on time, son, and we're ready to rock and roll. And
Yeah,
positive
man.
to be joined by you boys as always. And we got the dumb stuff Oreo going on, people.
Hey, listen, he said it. You said it. You know what I mean? I ain't saying nothing. He said it. You know what I mean? It crossed. The second half of the Oreo, man. How you doing, brother? You good?
The second half.
I'm good, bro.
He's the one when you twist it and pull it apart. And then
That's the second.
Really interesting.
Interesting for real.
But I'm good though. You know, like sorry for the lateness, people. We just get in the background, chopping it up, you know, giving each other a hard time, and we always end up late. But man, I was just saying how like when I don't talk to you guys for like maybe like a day or two, it feels like it's been forever, and it's good to see y'all boys.
Yeah, man, 100%. How about you, champ? You good, Emmanuel?
Yeah, I'm sweet, man. Thanks for having me on again.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Salute. Thank you for giving up your time, pulling up with us today. You know what I mean, and chopping up on some current event with us. Sterling, you good, my guy?
What's up, son? Always good to be here with the boys, man. Like Crossover says, it's been fucking forever, man. Especially since I've seen Emmanuel too. Last time I had him on the show, dog. Fucking good to see you again, my boy. Hope everything's been good. Can't wait to see you back in the cage, son. And yeah, dog. I'm ready to chop it up about some fucking MMA news this week, son.
Yeah, man. Leroy's put some stuff together, but before we get there, we're gonna talk to Basement Jax. He's out of the basement. You know what I mean? He's out of the basement. Yeah. You got my bro Jax. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. That name don't apply. But look, Sterling, I don't want you. I would never betray you. This is a up. I would never betray you, bro.
Let's go, Jax. Hey, stand 10 toes on that. Hey, I know all its weaknesses, brother. It's gonna try to sneak you. Don't worry about that. You stand 10 toes, Jax. Let's go.
I've been training.
Yeah, man.
Let's go. And your base, Jax. And your base.
You've been training, man. You've been training. Big up everybody in the chat. Sterling, if you can pull them up, if you don't mind. Big up MMA normally. We got Lane over there. Yeah, Buttrick, salute to you. Big up everybody that's in the chat right now, man. As you're rolling in, make sure you're following everybody on the platform if you haven't followed them yet. And yeah, let's get onto the very first topic that Leroy has put together for us in the In the docket. Okay. Yeah, this one's a somber one. All right, we'll start with a somber one. Let's go.
Francis Ngannou has broken his silence on the motorcycle accident he got into last month, which resulted in a young woman losing her life. According to news outlets in Cameroon, Francis was driving and struck the woman. He transported her to the hospital and paid for her medical expenses. However, she unfortunately passed away. Francis gave a statement to TMZ Sports. He said, "From the very beginning, I have been by the family's side, offering support, comfort, and deepest condolences during this time. I've met with them privately to share their grief, and I will continue to stand with them every step of the way. I carry their pain with me, and my unwavering thoughts and support remain with them as they face this heartbreaking loss."
Yeah, you know what, Jax? I'm gonna come to you first on this one, man, because we did when the incident did happen. You know, what I mean, we weren't able to get your take. You went on the panel at the time, but we'll come to you first, Jax, on this one. You know, what have you made of this whole, Francis Ngannou, the accident, and how he's dealt with it in your eyes?
I mean, it's super unfortunate. Like, he's been through a lot. I mean, with his kid, and then, and then this. Like, I mean, he dealt with it like a grown man, the way that a man should, in my opinion. He did everything that he could to be there for the family and everything. So, I mean, I think that that's admirable. But I am curious how that's going to affect him as a person. And the rest of his career, what's left of it. I mean, I guess we don't really like to say it or see it the way that it is, but dude's almost 40. He can't be fighting for too much longer. So I'm curious how that's going to affect him at this point. But as far as the way that he's handled it, it looked like a G, the way that he should.
And like Sterling handling that cap or something like a G.
That's what he did.
Bro, he was struggling, bro, for the longest.
He was looking at it and twisting it. Is that the right way? Right?
Sterling needed his glasses just to get the fucking straw in the fucking.
I know getting it in the hole was some issues, but bro, you just stab it right in the middle, bro. It's just as good. It's just as good.
That always an issue for you.
Christ. Hold on. I know we're talking about the Oreo thing, you know what I mean? That's it.
What's the matter, bro? Was it too thin? You couldn't get it and it was too thin, or?
No. Hold on. You know what I mean? Calm down, people. It's Sterling. While we're still on a somber note, talking about Ngannou and the grief that has caused this family that we're talking about, let's bring it back to that stuff, because this is hella serious, as we know. Ngannou, we've seen, can't catch no break. They said the stuff with his son, and then what's happened here. That's a really good question that Jack said earlier on. Like, how does this affect his performances going forward? Because this fight again, as we all know, it's a mindset thing first. Before you even get in there, it's a mindset thing. Like, how does he try and overcome that? It seems like a huge hurdle.
Bro, I was surprised he came back after his son against Diego and looked that good. And it looked like he had a sense of relief after that fight. But bro, I mean, like you said, it really is nothing. It really is crazy that all this is happening to him, man. Especially kind of where he was at 3 years ago, or when he left the UFC, especially after the Fury fight. I mean, he was so set. We were Ngannou was the king of the world. There was everything.
They said he fumbled the bag.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's now what he lost to Joshua. That's all people remember in boxing. So there's a bunch of fights that can happen in boxing, but is he mentally gonna be ready? Is he gonna come back to MMA? I don't know, boys. It's crazy though. What's all been happening to him. I feel so bad for the dude because he really does seem like just a genuine dude, and his story is the craziest shit I've ever heard. So I don't know, man. It's crazy though. He's handled this way better than I ever could.
I mean, Emmanuel, everybody said since Francis came on the scene, his story one day is gonna be in a movie, and it's putting the good and the bad together. When you start looking at some of these tragedies that is having to deal with as well, some of the losses that is having to deal with, then the fight losses, again, being knocked out by Anthony Joshua, but then we don't really remember him by that because he came back and did what he did to Ferreira, and they've talked about him and a potential fight with Brosbummer. What's his name? Wilder.
Wilder,
right?
yeah.
So they're talking about potential fight with these guys, and these are power punches that can shut your lights out at any time. And in the state of mind, like he said, look, he showed it to us that he can handle it with the situation with his son, but can he do too much of that? Now, what's your take on this whole situation as well, if you don't mind giving it to us?
Honestly, I think obviously he's a family man, isn't he? So it's not just down to him. Like these situations that he's getting into, these unfortunate situations, just like, does he want? I don't know, man. I don't know how to put it into words. It's like, obviously he likes to fight, all that stuff, but it's like the personal stuff. How much more can he juggle? Do you get what I'm trying to say? And like, yeah, you brought up the power punches. He could potentially be fighting. What are his team doing in the sense of, like, are they thinking about an exit strategy for him? Because it's like he needs one. Do you know what I mean? With everything he's been through, like, he could do with some rest, in my opinion. And like, I don't know, man. But he's one of my favorite fighters to watch as well. So obviously, as a greedy fan, I want to see him getting there as much as possible.
I'm with you on that one.
But it's like, yeah, man, I feel so bad for him. Do you know what I mean? I can't even. Obviously, we all go through our thing, but the thing with his son, I can't even imagine it. I can't imagine the pain. I probably would have just stopped personally. So like, kudos to him for like getting back in there. You saw the emotion that like he was under after the fight.
Yeah, 100%. Cross, you got anything on this topic with Francis? I mean, this man's been through hell and back, and you know, we know he's set in terms of financial. He's got that financial freedom now that he's always been looking for, you know, and that's a big thing in someone's life. But then, what's financial freedom if you're going to lose your child, or if you're going to get into cases like this where, you know, you're taking somebody else's life by accident? It's an automobile accident, you know, but still, you know, that family will never be like that again. And like he said, he'll always carry that pain with them, you know. How much more of a broad shoulders do you really need to be able to carry losses like this, brother?
Honestly, first and foremost, you know, condolences to the young woman's family. You know, number of prayers up for her and them. Like, just like Jack was saying, like, how much can you take of this when you're constantly having to deal with the death of your son, and now someone dies in an accident? Like, it is very heavy on you. And with the position he's in now, like, it wouldn't surprise me if we never see him in any combat sport at all. But I do think if we do see him again, it'll be in boxing, probably against Deontay Wilder. I think that's probably the only thing out there that can get like really, really big money still. So yeah, but I wish Francis nothing but the best, you know, and I hope he's in a good place mentally and emotionally, because I mean, he's just been going through so much. It's a lot to deal with.
Rambling Dad, you've heard what the guys have had to say on this topic here with Francis Ngannou. Obviously, you was away the last time. I think it was, yeah, you was away. What are you making of this whole news? How are you feeling about it? I mean, what do you see for Ngannou?
It was heartbreaking when it came out, wasn't it? Like you boys have already said, you know what I mean? It couldn't have happened to somebody that's gone through more hardships than anybody else on the planet. And I think if anybody, it was really gonna affect him. Like he's an emotional guy himself, especially going through everything that he went through. His son, he's gonna know the pain that family are going through. And like Jack said, man, he done the right thing. He done the right thing as a man should do, as well as go and pick up the pieces and pay for what he had to pay for and try and right the wrong that he's unfortunately done. But I mean, no amount of money, no amount of treatment or anything that he could have paid for is going to bring that girl back, which is a shame. Yeah, you know, I mean, young 17 years old, had the rest of her life ahead of her, and it's like I say, it's heartbreaking. As for Ngannou, I agree with Emmanuel, man. I think all of this that's going on over the last few years, this dude even he needs a break, and he's probably thinking that the training and maybe getting into another fight is something that, and it does. Yeah, you know, I mean, mentally it can help some people. It's how they process things and how they get through things, and maybe that's how he might look at it, and he might think he wants to get back in there. But I don't know, man. Like, it's one of those, isn't it? You're not in his shoes. You can't really say how he's feeling or where that's going to go. But heartbreaking. Whole thing is heartbreaking.
Yeah, man. I agree with a lot of what everybody said, especially with Emmanuel saying, saying you might just need to go and sit down now and just hang it up. Like I said, what good is financial freedom if you've chased it and chased it and chased it, and these things just keep coming your way. For me, I'd say go and sit down and make this movie that they've been talking about for years since you came on the scene. Go make that movie, bro. So and condolences to the family of the girl that passed away. Yeah, it's a real shame. It's a real shame because everybody that knows Ngannou in the sport, they've all said he's one of the nicest guys in the game. So yeah, man, I can hear myself in feedback there. Is that who's got the show on?
I can hear it too, but I don't know who's coming through.
I don't know, brother.
Look at Sterling putting his hands up like.
I don't know, brother. I don't.
We could have proved what you're doing down there.
Hey,
yeah, he's better now. He's better now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's better now. Okay. All right. Let's get onto the next one on the docket. I'm gonna come to Cross first on this one and get your take on this.
Alexander Gustafsson says if the GFL doesn't work out, he'd be interested in fighting in BKFC. Gustafsson lost his last 4 fights in the UFC, with his most recent being a first-round KO loss to Nikita Krylov back in July of 2022. Speaking to MMA Junkie, he went on to say, "I've been training. Now I'm just waiting to see what they say and take it from there. I don't know the status of the GFL. I'm just hoping they get it sorted. Am I confident? I don't actually know. Let's see. I'll be training. I'm in camp, so I've been training. But let's see what's next for GFL. Having that said, if anyone else gives me an opportunity to fight, then I'm open to discussing it. Let's see what happens. With the GFL, I don't know what the concept is really now, but they pay very well, and I think it's a great idea if it can go ahead. I'm absolutely interested in fighting in BKFC. I'm in shape. Let's see what offer I get. I would talk it through with the team and see what the best move is. I haven't personally spoken to BKFC or Conor McGregor, but there have been discussions within my team about it. I don't have much to say on it. I'm just focusing on my training, and whatever happens, happens. I'll be ready for whatever we decide to do. Will I fight this year? Absolutely. I hope that if I get the right offer, I'll be back 100%.
Shout out to Full Mount MMA. And just listening to that clip there, Cross, I don't know about you, but it looks like Gustafsson's confused, bro. I don't know if he knows what he wants to do, bro. Like, Emmanuel's laughing, bro. I mean, I'm serious. Like, it sounded like Gustafsson is fucking confused, bro. It sounds like he don't know what he wants to do. Fight a BKFC, fight a GFL. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it wouldn't happen. Yeah, I'm training. I'll be 100% ready for it, though. Well,
Brother just wants to fight, bro. Brother just wants to fight.
We're really spoken to them, but we're talking about it within my team. You know, like, bro, what the fuck's going on? Like, Cross, help me, bro. Like, what's happening here? Decipher this shit for me. Maybe you know one or two things I don't.
Oh, he's muted like yo.
I think what it is.
Got him.
I think what it is like the whole situation with GFL is kind of like up in the air, and he doesn't know if he's gonna get a fight in it. And I think the GFL thing is a better route for him than to go in BKFC. I'm kind of with Olin. It just doesn't seem right for him to be in BKFC. So hopefully if something happens with the GFL, like, all right, cool, he's fighting other guys that are, well past their prime, super old. And I mean, the way he went out in the UFC, man, just losing all those fights back to back to back, like it was tough to watch. And I mean, I don't think he should go to BKFC, and then we see more of it.
I mean, rambling that, do you think he should even go anywhere? I think that there might be a case of CTE in the way that I heard that conversation there just now. But like, Shouldn't he just chill his beans? Like, you know what I mean? Just sit down, do nothing. What are you saying, Madden?
Bro, Man's getting the plug in there. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna get sponsored by Capri Sun in this bitch.
Hey, I take some
tag him on Twitter when you put it up.
shillings.
For real.
I take some shillings from Capri Sun. Like, why
Hey,
not?
come on, son.
Shillings over here.
So we can walk it out in a big Capri Sun suit fighting a can of Sprite. Bro, I thought GFL was dead in the water, boys. That shit never even started. It never even left the fucking ground. They talked all this smoke. They put up all these fighters' names. They said everything was going down. And then the first event fell through its own ass before it even, like, I think before they even set a cage up. You know what I mean? So
sounds like an Arsenal PR. I swear to God. But
yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, like, you're still hurting, sonny.
I'm fucking hurting, bro. I'm in pain, bro.
But yeah, I don't know. BKFC, not the greatest route for him to go down at all, is it? I don't think. But clearly, he just wants to fight. He wants to get active again. He wants to do something. Fuck, bro, put him in karate combat or something. Yeah, I mean,
I saw that against
I like
Alvin.
that.
Yeah, I mean,
that'd be fun as fuck too, bro.
I
Alvin.
mean, outside of that, stick him in a Whataburger car park and just see what happens.
Bro, if he really wants a bout, like fucking, if he goes to South Africa right now, man, down here, they'll give him a fucking fight. There's
PFL, bro. PFL.
There's a couple fighters down there, man. You know what I mean?
We're too old for PFL.
They give him something to do. You know what I mean? There's a couple old fighters down there, man. They give him something to do, and they'll pay him. So, because he's a big name. All right, let's move to the next topic, and we'll come to Emmanuel first on that one. There's not really much to say about this whole Gustafson's bollocks about he don't know what he wants to do, man. Like, get out of here, bro.
Yes,
Sam Alvey pulled off the upset and knocked Tyrone Spong out last night at Karate Combat 54. Alvey parted ways with the UFC back in 2022 after a 9-fight winless streak. He is now the light heavyweight and heavyweight champion of Karate Combat. After the fight, he called out the former world's strongest man, Eddie Hall, who is now competing in MMA.
You know what I want to do? First, I got to defend my light heavyweight belt. I'm going back down. But second, now you want to record this, everyone. Eddie Hall, I am going to kick your ass. Respectfully. You're incredible. I've seen what you're doing. I want a piece.
Did he just call out Eddie Hall? Hey, Emmanuel, take it away, bro. What you make of what you just seen, what you just heard?
When did Sam Alvey become some elite striker first?
Oh, bro.
When did that happen? Tyrone Spong.
He's been pissing them out still. He's been pissing them up, bro.
He's got that old man strength in him now, White.
What was that?
I said he's got that old man strength about him now. You know what I mean? Dude's just swinging hammers, bro.
You think that's what kicked in? But yeah, Eddie Hall, nah, because nah. There's too much of a weight discrepancy there, man. It's just.
Do you see Eddie Hall in a bit of controversy recently as well?
Regarding
that was crazy.
People pulling up outside his house, just causing a ruckus, man. 3 cars outside his house or something. And then they filmed a clip of him the last 20 seconds where he's kicking off. He's already gone outside and he's like, yeah, right, my kids are in bed. Fuck off out from outside my house. They've carried on being dickheads, and then he's lost his rag because one of them said, I'll knock you out to him or something. He's lost his rag, started punching cars and chasing them, and they're driving down the street and that. And they filmed him doing all that and posted that online, but ignored the rest of the shit they were doing, obviously. So he's had to come out with CCTV from the house and everything, and like, this is fucking the real context of that.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at that, man. Fucking
that's crazy.
That sounds like,
bro, it's wild.
That sounds like more of the fucking clip Leroy should have put in this fucking.
I'm not being funny, boys, but if Eddie Hall comes up to my fucking window, I'm like that Family Guy moment. I'm like, roll him up.
Bro, he can pick the car up. He can turn the car over. You ain't safe in the car,
bro.
Eddie Hall's face it's not a face you want to see through your people when that fucker's knocking on your door, bro.
I bet you anything is actually fucking nice as pie. I bet he's one of the nicest guys you could ever meet.
I don't know.
He seems that way in like the clips you see him online when he's just like being around regular people. He looks like he's a really nice guy.
He seems to me like he just wants to fuck people up.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Like, no, Emmanuel, you don't get that vibe from him. Like, even Emmanuel just said, fuck that shit. You know,
I don't want nothing to do with that guy. It's nice to do that. I honestly do not care. If I'm gonna be a fan,
making bread with that, brother.
No.
Yeah, man. That's Eddie Hall, man. Those extra hench dudes that, on top of the fact that they're bloody bigger than everyone else, they want to bloody prove it to everyone. I don't want nothing to do with those guys, man.
Do you think putting 100 Eddie Halls versus one gorilla that would work? Like,
bro, he's a silverback gorilla himself.
Do you think putting 100 Eddie Halls and one gorilla? Like, how do you feel that? Let's talk about this 100 man versus gorilla thing.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Your take on this thing,
Gustafsson into
bro.
Are the six of us really going to get into that?
I'm with Emmanuel, bro. I'm with Emmanuel.
Snowball.
I am sick of it. Emmanuel, bro, thanks for taking
if it goes on too long, someone's going to pull out their checkbook and just we're going to see an atrocity at hand. 100 man against one gorilla. Bro, listen, it's crazy.
Now, Emmanuel, you know what? I'd hate to be the gorilla, brother, if us six came at it. You know what I'm saying? I'd hate to be that gorilla, Emmanuel. Come on, dog.
I'm not going.
Before y'all, I don't
even know if I can myself watch it.
I'll be the Lord Farquaad telling you some of you may die. I'll be that guy.
I'll watch you. I'll happily watch you, bro. But I'm staying over behind the safety glass, just watching that shit go down. You know what I mean?
I swear, like from like imagining it, I might just settle for the highlights. It'll be that graphic and that disgusting,
bro.
And
it's gonna be brutal,
bro. I think 100 men get one gorilla pretty easy, bro.
Bro,
honestly.
After
but those first 13 dudes are gonna get it.
Yeah, but you gotta realize that the gorilla can get tired super quick.
There he goes. I was talking about. Yeah, 100% too confident. You see the size of a gorilla's mouth?
Listen,
you realize the strength of those motherfuckers?
Human psychology, yeah. I can see a scenario where the first 10 man get so fucked up, there'll be a revolt within the 100. Like the remaining, they'll turn on each other. I don't think you care. People will turn on each other in fear.
You do realize, like, in the history of humankind,
throw themselves in front of the grave.
Yeah, y'all do realize, like, we are the top of the food chain, guys. Like we have taken over the entire
so
world.
This is how it's going to go. It's going to go America, and we're going to bring guns. Yeah, I mean,
it's not a 9 mil. Hey, yo, Jackson, man. I mean, Cross is over here talking about this gorilla gets fucking tired easy. Imagine that gorilla gets set over there and get given one of these Vita Bell for TRT.
Come
juice
on,
the fucking gills.
Come on.
Hey, that fucker ain't getting tired, bro. Like, he's there for the 100th man, like Bonnie Blue for the 1,000th man.
Man, you throw a gorilla in prison, dog, and be like, "Hey, you're free. Y'all kill this gorilla, y'all get freedom, bro. The gorilla is done."
Oh well, the gorilla ain't gonna make it out then. The gorilla ain't. Gonna
the gorilla's done.
If it's
Emmanuel's out. Emmanuel's out. He's like, "Fuck this." Yeah, I mean,
this is crazy. Anyways, let's get back to Sam Alvey. I mean, that went left just now. You know what I mean? Let's get back to Alvey as Pung, man. You know, I mean, Emmanuel don't know whether. I mean, some of you guys work Karate Combat, and I think Sterling and Cross will be able to do a little bit more justice, because that's not something that I watch often, but I do see highlights and stuff. I mean, Sterling, you guys were watching it live while we were doing the show when
it was crazy.
When that finish happened, right? I remember you guys talking about it. But you want to shine some more light on it now, please, brother?
Bro, dude. So first of all, Sam's been doing his thing since he got. He's like 5-0 or 6-0 over there with the 1-0 contest at Karate Combat. He's finishing dudes over there. He's been knocking dudes out, like y'all said, like Emmanuel said. I don't know when he became Israel Adesanya, but fucking hey, dude, he is out here holding it down, brother, at Karate Combat. And dude, maybe they're not testing or something over there, but he's looked a little bit better too, physique wise. So I don't know, brother, but it's fun to see, dude. And he absolutely sparked Tyrone Spong while we were doing that prediction show, dude. And I didn't know. I don't think anybody had that happening. But I mean, what do y'all think is next for Big Sam?
Bro, I don't know where he finds the fucking energy. Six
No,
kids,
dude.
a homestead,
6 kids.
dude's fucking training, he's coaching, he's fucking running a farm, he's doing all sorts of the bro just does not stop. You know what I mean? Does not
I
stop.
get it now. He's a farmer. I get it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Bro.
Old man strength, bro. He's unlocked something being out in their homestead and chopping wood, bro. Like, he's done rocky montages and he's just like,
A
fuck,
wicked
let's
question
go.
right here on the screen, you know. Hey, you're all in. You're a devil for this one. You know. Hey,
That's a good question.
Hey, you're all in. You're a devil for this one. You
That's
know?
a good question. That's a good question.
Hey, you're all in. All in. Hey,
Diabolical,
you're a devil for this one, bro.
That's
Hey,
a
Jack,
good one.
Which
you got
back shot?
answer for this one?
Which
No, I
back
do
shots
not.
would you prefer?
That's a
Hey,
terrible
Jack,
question.
smart man. Jack, smart man.
That's diabolical. No.
That is diabolical.
That's
diabolical.
that's
Answer is
nasty
no.
work right there. Nasty work.
Oh, bro.
All is last. Yeah, you're a devil for this one. All in.
Oh,
I swear to
bro.
God, bro. Come on, man. Why would you put such a comment in the chat, bro? Like, come on, bro.
Oh, that's nasty, man.
Nasty work, dog. Nasty work.
No.
Oh, bro.
Hey, I seen a video. All you need is a bottle of Ray and Nephew and that fucking beef patty, bro, and you go.
But hey, gun to my head, sign me up with Body Blue. Hey, listen.
At least you live.
I want to leave.
Oh.
I want to leave.
No
fight
shame.
another day.
Oh my god. Oh
Gun
my
to my head.
god.
Sign me out with Body Blue, man. You know what I mean? I want to leave.
go.
I want to leave to fight another day, bro.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Jesus.
Man.
Oh.
Sheesh.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Transition.
I got
That's
to
rough.
pick a struggle. Like, this question say pick a
Nigga.
struggle, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro.
I picked a struggle, man. You know, I
Bro.
picked a struggle.
You're gonna feel awful after that. You're gonna feel
Oh,
awful.
bro, you're gonna.
Either way it
Oh,
go. Either way.
like
You
you're
gonna
gonna
feel
wish we got.
terrible.
Yeah.
Bro.
Especially
I
after,
don't know.
especially after I tap you in on my way out. Yeah, I mean, like,
Fuck's sake. Hey, listen, I'm moving up for this. Olin, you know what? You're horrible, man. You're horrible, Olin. I swear to God. All right, let's get the next topic on the
Arman
docket.
Sarukian is not happy with the UFC right now. He reveals they recently offered him a fight against Mateusz Gamrot. However, he turned it down. Arman is currently number 1 in the lightweight division. Gamrot is ranked 7th. He went on to say they offered me a fight in Abu Dhabi in July, main event of the evening, but I refused because they offered an opponent I didn't want to fight. He's ranked below me, and I didn't see the point in fighting him just for money. There's no point in me to fight him in MMA. I need to fight at least from the top 5 or 6 to win and guarantee myself a title shot next. There's no point in just fighting. I am number 1. Why should I gift a fight to a number 10? Nobody gave me such a gift when I was in the top 10. I fought the top 9, top 8, top 7, top 5, top 4 before I became number 1. The UFC has angered me that they offered me such an opponent. For them, this is disrespectful towards me. I deserve better. I'm ranked number 1. I'm not saying give me a title fight, but give me a number 1 contender fight. If they offered me a good opponent from the top 5, or at least someone on a winning streak, the one they offered me was on a losing streak. They at least could have given me Hooker, right?
Shut your fucking mouth, you'll do nothing.
Hey, McDane, right on the button right there. Talk to me about what Arman Sarukian is moaning about here, bro. He fucked up the card. You know what I mean? Moicano had to come save up the thing, right? And UFC is just letting him have it. Like, what are you saying, bro? Talk to me.
The man, bro, needs to shut the fuck up and fight who he's told to fight at this point. You know what I mean? Like, you want to get your way back up to the top. I know what you're saying. Yeah, he's fought this person, he's fought that person, he's done all what he did to get there. But bro pulled out like the day before the fight. And you know how the UFC works, whether it's right or whether it's wrong. Like, the dude has got to do what they say at this point. Like, you've just got to be a fucking company man. You've got to say, yes, sir, no, sir, 2 bags, motherfucking full, sir. Take whatever fight they give you, get through that, and then you get what you want after it. Yeah, I mean, like, you've literally, it's same as any workplace, bro. Sometimes you just got to play the motherfucking game. You know what I mean?
For real. I mean, Emmanuel, you seen what Arman Sarukian is saying there, talking about nobody gave him such a gift when it was like coming up in the top 10. You had an opportunity. Clearly, the doctors cleared you, but and that got back to the UFC, that got back to the brass, and I think that's why they're moving like this, because whatever the doctor said got back to the brass, and it looks like they said the brother can fight. He just said he ain't trying to fight. So, like, where does he go from here? Because if he's saying the UFC's angered him by giving him this kind of opponent, I mean, could they go left on him? We've seen UFC do it before.
Honestly, you lost me at the UFC offered me an opponent I didn't want to fight. As soon as I read that,
pussy.
I don't know, man. This guy pulled out of a title fight. Like, do you not want to get back in there with whoever they gave you or whoever they give you and just reestablish yourself? I don't know the psychology of some of these fighters, man. Like, I don't get it. You're on the biggest stage and you're complaining. Like, this is why I swear this is why they call him Rich Kid. Don't some of these other UFC fighters call him Rich Kid for this kind of shit? Isn't he actually like some rich kid that fights?
His dad's a rich dude, and he just lives off his money, I think.
It's
not like bro's even got the pull or the fan base either, though. You know what I mean? Like, see, if he was a star, like, right, maybe you could have some kind of twist on it, but you ain't. Like,
another thing on that, what got him ranked to #1? The fight with Oliveira, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that a stink fest? Can we all agree?
Yeah, it wasn't exactly
a snooze
exciting.
fest.
Like,
laying on top of him, grounding, like hug and all that stuff. Couldn't finish him. Wasn't trying to. Boring, man. Got some nerves. He hasn't had a good fight since his fight with Islam.
With Gamrot.
No, I didn't even enjoy that.
The Alvarez fight was good. He finished Alvarez.
I don't enjoy his fighting style personally. So.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, Ajax. Let me come to you, Ajax. Sarukian, do you think, because we've talked about, the UFC, especially on your platform, making the work. Salute to you and the work that you do on there. We've talked about this on your show about the UFC not having enough stars and star power problems and stuff like this. Do you think this kind of attitude towards being given a fight when you know you're on the back foot with the promotion, do you think attitude like this is probably one of the reasons why UFC are even struggling to really extend that hand out to make other people superstars? Because we've seen what happens with with some of the superstars that they've made in the past, and some of them have gone on to be very, very successful Hall of Famers and stuff. Where do you sit with Sarukian?
I mean, on the star thing, I think the UFC wants stars. They don't want superstars. With Sarukian, for him, it's a vocabulary problem. It's a vocabulary issue. He's using words like deserve and want. Those are the wrong words. Those are not words that you can use right now. What you need to be using is I will and yes. That's what you should be saying. Those are the words that you should be saying.
Facts.
And he's saying, like, I'm #1. The rankings are a suggestion. They're a suggestion. We don't have to go by those. It's a suggestion of things should fall. For you, you hit a fan on the way to walk into a fight. That's 1. And then you pulled out of a fight. That's 2. You deserve nothing. You should be grateful that you should get a fight in the top 10. Take the fight, prove that you should be what you think you should be, and then we can talk about what you might deserve. But until then, all of these words just show that you have an entitlement problem, a vocabulary. So get on
Jack's
your
for president. Jack's for president.
And then
Bro,
you can come back
I know.
and fight. That's what it is.
Could you imagine being Jackson's kid and he comes up to you with some shit like that?
I was just about to say, bro, he turned on like dad mode there. He was just
Straight
like,
on,
now
dude.
what you need to use
is
yes, and I will. You don't deserve shit.
And how calm it was. Like there was no like, or I'm gonna beat your ass. It was like, and you're gonna do that now.
He is 100% there. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Yeah, I mean, this dude's got this down to a T.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Imagine having a fucking dad like fucking Jax, bro. Like, Dad, can I have $20? Bro, you got a vocabulary issue, bro.
That's a good point, bro. That's a good
Do you
point.
mean 20 cents? Not $20? Like,
Nah. Show me
No,
what
we-
you did today to get $20.
let's sit down and we can talk about how you can earn it.
And that's
Yeah,
the word. That's what they hate.
facts.
Let's review. Let's review.
Let's
Let's think about this. You're like, oh, come on.
Bro, that's
Oh my
hilarious.
days. No, this is crazy. All right, we got one last clip here, and we're gonna come to crossover on this one. Before we two more clips before you guys get at me again. 2 more clips. But let's go to this one here first. We'll cross over.
Jamal Hill gives his reaction to Anthony Smith getting into it with a fan after his TKO loss to Zhang Mingyang. According to Smith, the individual was talking trash to him before and after the fight. Jamal went off on the guy and says that he wishes there was more respect for fighters from MMA fans.
Now, after the fight, we all seen the viral video of Anthony flipping off the guy in the crowd and things like that. It was some big Huggy Bear Cheeto dust, probably drinks nacho cheese out of a straw looking just in the crowd, just talking and just disrespecting. Now that's the one thing I hate about this whole thing is the fact that he had to go out of his career on that type of disrespect after everything he's put into it. This man could have easily been a champion, could have easily given John Jones another loss with just one word of saying, I can't see or I can't continue. But he showed his heart. He showed his heart. That's not the way I want to win. Speaking and showing you the man and the fighter that he was to keep going after he had already eaten that, and to have to go out with some loser just in the crowd that knows he would never. Because the minute people approached him in the crowd, hands up like a little, you know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, man. We gotta like. As the fans, I would like to see a more of a level of appreciation for what fighters put on the line, and I'm not saying that there are not. There are fans that truly, genuinely show love and show respect, and that was shown later, after the fights. I met up with Anthony. Of course, I'm gonna spend that night with him for his, after his last fight, celebrating his career and celebrating all he's done, putting his the life he's created for his family and those beautiful daughters of his, and when we were leaving, man, the applause and the roars and the love after that from the right kind of fans, people that appreciate it the right way, man, I can't thank y'all enough. Everybody that was in that hallway, everybody that we came across from there to the after party, thank you.
Hey, Cross, over to you, man. Jamal Hill said a lot there. Unpack for us, brother.
So I'm gonna come at this a little differently. So having been an athlete and been around, and had to perform in front of the public, you're gonna get guys like this. You're gonna get some idiots. You're gonna get some assholes. They're gonna talk like that. And think about it. Anthony Smith can't do anything to him because if he goes and actually does something to the guy, he's gonna get sued. He's gonna lose a whole lot of money. So at the end of the day, like this it is what it is. Like you have to ignore it. You have to ignore it because you can't do anything about it. And trust me, I've been there. You want to do something about it, but you can't. And unfortunately, it's just the ugly side of it, man. But it's part of being in the public eye like that. It comes with it.
I mean, Emmanuel, being as a fighter that. I don't know. I mean, if they sued you, like it just be a police thing. See if we can get bail, call the fucking lawyer. You know what I mean? See if we can get the thing. See if we can get the thing. Get dash out bus case. But when you look at this whole situation here, like they said, if he actually go and put hands on those people.
Oh shit!
If he goes and puts hand on those people, he gets sued. But have you been in situations where you felt like beating somebody up in the crowd because they were just being a dickhead, man? And you could probably hear it or see it, or they said it to you while you was walking past. Have you been in that situation before where you wanted to do somebody in the crowd, or maybe you did do?
Bro was muted. Yao turns up and we had 2 dudes muted. And it's not him.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
bro.
I was
not
not.
since I've
I
been-
did not
not
give
since
them
I've
the
been
mute
fighting, I
Marxist
haven't-
curse. I promise.
Sorry.
You're still good for one, y'all. You're still good for one.
Yeah, you were saying something, Emmanuel.
No, I haven't like been in any like confrontations like that recently. So it's like, yeah.
Recently?
Recently?
What is that about, man?
I don't think we're gonna get recently
That's the
slide
one
over
word.
here.
That's the one word we were gonna pick up on. Recently.
That's the only one we're picking up on. You know what I mean? Let's unrecent it, bro.
Yeah, I haven't been any.
Come on, dog.
Except
I'm
for
glad
that
the
one
boys-
time.
I'm glad the boys picked up on it. I was like, are we just gonna ignore that?
Okay, since I've been competing, I haven't had any like confrontations that I can reference to. So like, I can only say if I was in said situation, I'll just ignore it because it's like,
All right.
you're giving them what they want.
What about football games where you're licking goals and blood?
Don't incriminate yourself, brother. Don't incriminate yourself.
I'm going, man, don't worry about my position. I'm going on my own team. I'm going to start my own team fucking seed. Are you kidding me? No, but seriously though, like, yeah, those kind of situations, you got to avoid them or suffer the consequences, really. Like, it's either going to hurt your pocket or the commissioner going to come at your neck and be like, look, you got to pay a fine, we got to suspend you, and then, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's a mad one. It's a mad one like that. I mean, Sterling, you beat up anybody in the crowd there? You know, one of your fights for
I've never experienced nothing like that, bro. I mean, I've experienced that with football and like baseball, like when people chirping, you've had to like talk shit back, and like you just kind of throw it like subtle, like you throw a little middle finger up subtle to them, or a little like hold my nuts as you're walking by them, maybe something like that. But Anthony got a little bit emotional there, and maybe he had a lot of shit going on too, boys. And then he looks up at this fat fucking little bitch boy who eats Cheetos for breakfast and is wearing a Nebraska shirt, and then he's flipping off Anthony Smith. So then Anthony Smith's like, well, fuck you, bitch. And apparently the guy was talking shit to Anthony and his family as he was walking out too. So it's like, so that's why y'all saw him do all this bullshit when everyone came to his fat ass, because they were about to spark his bitch ass. But, you know, I think Anthony got a little bit too emotional. He probably shouldn't have flipped him off. Maybe should have walked by him. Maybe should have like walked up to him like it was all cool. Maybe did a quick little slap. Maybe a quick little headbutt for a hug or something like that. But then like y'all said, but then maybe you get sued, and these dudes are bitches out here. So I don't know, man. I like Crossover says, it's just part of the game.
One thing I would say from in the arena, like from seeing it.
Oh shit!
Like,
oh yeah, you was there.
Oh
you
shit!
Was there.
Yeah, Jax.
Why did I come to you first? You was there.
Let's go around the whole thing. But like from my point of view, like obviously he came in with the applause and all that stuff, and it was a standing ovation. Everybody was on his side. No, everybody knew that he was gonna get his ass, but like it was still like it was ceremonious. We knew it was gonna happen, and so he goes, does what he does, you know, gets his will like what everybody thought, and then afterwards, the house people, the people that run the light, they put the light on the dude that's talking, you know, all the shit.
Oh,
so
shit.
like he started it, like they started it, and of course Anthony wouldn't have known exactly where it was coming from, but they put the lights on him. So I mean, the UFC folks like kind of
stoking the fire.
made that happen. Yeah. So I mean, I don't. Yeah, it's hard for Anthony to not.
Twist right there.
You already know he's a loose cannon. You already know he's a loose cannon. So like, they were like, well, let's see what happens. Of course he's gonna go off the handle, but you know that dude shouldn't have been talking like that. And he probably, hopefully, he did get his ass 1 point.
Yeah, man. Before we shut this down, I mean, Yao has been at an incredible event today. Yao
Brother
EFC
came in for the
event,
perfect segue.
EFC event, fantastic card. We see some believable wins. Yo, talk to us about the card. You know your favorite ones, what you took away from it, and we're gonna give Terrence Balelo a special something once we get off what you're gonna say. So yeah,
Let's hear about the underdog picks as well, bro. How did that go?
Look, so we need to figure out the tiebreaker because right now Ola and I tied, but fantastic card. Ola and I got 2 in. I think you got 2 in as well, McDane. You'll see how it multiplies out.
But
it
my
was a
odds
great
were
card.
the highest, yeah.
They weren't. Yours were in the toilet, but that's okay too, because 2 bad picks and our great picks, it ends up being 8 versus 6 versus 40 if you get all. But anyways, so it was a great card. Look, finish after finish, and even the decision fights were fucking amazing. Honestly, it was an amazing card. We had a chat to Ashley Calvert after the fight night saying, listen, it's not easy to match these guys up because if you look at someone who's coming back from 6 years like Amanda Lino versus who, because she was a former champion, but she's only got 4 wins in her career. How do you match her up? It's so tough. So for what they put together tonight, Africa versus Brazil, honestly, fucking amazing fight card. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to PFL in July as well, which is here, which apparently has 3 fight nights in South Africa, Durban, Cape Town, and Joburg. So they're going to be doing 3 fight nights in South Africa for the PFL. So that's also going to be amazing. But it was a great night.
If you need an email address to get some media credentials, I'll put you in the right way.
I like it. I'm on it. Thank you.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. I mean, the card there, and we were talking on your show yesterday, about the guys from House of Tinkerbell, and having Brennan there, who's one of the coaches, it was magnificent to get his insights into how those guys really operate over there. But when you watch some of these fighters, you're really taking what they do. And I said on the show yesterday, for me, Gift was always gonna get it done going up there because he's such a technical and gifted fighter. Excuse the pun, even though his name is Gift. But with Peace, I think Peace is had a rough deal from a lot of people, and Kraken, especially that boy. I mean, the way he was talking about Peace in front of his coach. I thought, Jesus Christ, I mean, you got some balls, bro. He called that guy journeyman in front of his coach. He called Peace a journeyman in front of his coach. And my man said, what? My guy's a journeyman? Okay, you watch. And Peace just went in there and absolutely stuck it on him. It's a 3-round domination. I said it. Jacko don't got no grappling. He don't got no grappling like that. I've seen it. It's a good stand-up striker. You know what I mean? Get in there and work with Diego Bandu and them, man. Whoever ain't going to be looking to take him down, he would. You see how many times he dropped Peace? He dropped him a couple times, right? But for me, the way Peace just fight IQ kicked in, man. For boy, I know you ain't got no grappling. That's in my back pocket, and he just took him down and just battered him, just drained ground and pound on him, man. How we survived that, I don't know. But the one that I do want to talk about is our boy Triple B, Terrence Black Panther Balelo. I mean, what's your take? What's your take on how fast this guy is growing into superstardom, right in everybody's eyes? The way he moves, the way he fights, the way he cuts promo on the mic, and the potential that he has in the future. What have you made of his whole thing, especially his fight?
Look, I think he did a good thing by not taking this title fight against Vinny Van Rooyen. He said, I want international competition. I want to get experience, but especially in a 3-round fight, not a 5-round fight. And he showed why he wanted that, because he wanted to actively test himself, because he's been in, I think, about 3 title fights, and a 5-round fight is a very different mindset. And the fact that he's been there, he knows, I don't want 5 rounds right now. Give me 3 against international experience. Let me build myself, and then when I get to a real title, let me get ready for 5. Because preparing for 5 is not the same as preparing for 3. So he made sure that he was ready for this fight. And how we saw him fight tonight showed that he was ready for this fight tonight. 3 rounds against international experience. He beat the hell out of Clemson Sosa. Like he beat that boy. He beat him. So look, all props to the Black Panther, and I hope that he can continue doing it. And he's got a lot of career left. Let's see if he goes to the UFC next, and I hope he does.
Yeah, I hope he does too, man. I mean, how did you score that first round?
Like, wasn't it 10-8? 10-8.
Oh, bro, you
difficult?
get out of here, bro. What are you talking about? For you to even
Shut
say
your
it
mouth,
wasn't a
boy.
10-8, for you to say it wasn't a 10-8 tells you it was a fucking 10-8, bro. Because you was thinking about it, bro. That boy got
boy.
beat down in that first round, brother.
I love to get them 10-8s out.
You don't know about 10-8s. Exactly. You
Oh,
don't
I
know
still got
about
the tag
10-8s.
on.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking. Like, bro, I gotta give credit to Oliveira, his opponent, because I don't know how he got out of that submission. That submission was tight. It was under the chin. It was cinched. How this guy got out of it, I don't know. But you know what? Kudos to him. He turned up to fight, and he came up short. But McDanis put a little video together for us here as we close out. I'm going to say thank you to every single one of you that's on the panel. McDane, Crossover, Emmanuel, Sterling, Jax, and Yao. Thank you very much for pulling up today. I appreciate you guys. Does South Africa belong to the Brits still? I mean, look, we're working together, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Speak English.
Yeah, man,
We're working together.
Man.
Shout out Sam.
Yeah,
We're about to get the face-offs at the press conference.
You know, but yeah, man, big up everybody that's been on the show with us. Salute to every single one of you. We're gonna be back tomorrow for the prediction show for this main event. For this pay-per-view that's coming up, and we're gonna be doing the main event watch along. Emmanuel is gonna join us. Yeah, he don't care about football team no more. He said we can lick all the goals on Sunday. We can lick all the goals on Sunday, man. And whoever got something to say, he go put hands on them. Yeah. So you know, yeah, just let you know, whoever got something to say, he go put hands on them.
That not recently is about to be real recent, son. You know what I mean?
Yeah, son. Yeah. Hey, Manuel, can't wait to see you again in 48 hours, brother. Can't wait to holler at you in 48 hours, big dog.
So yeah, man. Thank you for pulling up, man. Salute to every single one of you. I just see Leroy in the chat there. I see Trip Vic. Big up everybody. Make sure you like him. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're following every single. Make sure you're following every single person that's on the platform right now, as you can see on the screen. Big up on yourselves. And then we're going to drop this last video as we close out.
Kick him in the head.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm just grateful for what I met and what I have. I want to thank each and everyone who came out tonight. Believe in yourself. I was down and out. The title foul played me with my last fight. But you can't stop a star that's going to shine, and I'm going to shine. Dana, Sean, Mick, let's go. It's time. Listen, I'm busy. You might not see a lot on socials, but we're cooking. We're busy cooking. I'm telling you guys, UFC Contender Series. Watch me this year.
Let's go.
Let's go. He's ready, man. Congratulations to Black Panther, Terrence Balelo. You know what I mean? We're going to be seeing him on the channel very, very soon. But we're going to let him enjoy his wins. And big up, people. We're out of here. Hasta la vista. Salute. Big love.
Peace.
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the UFC. You're watching the Fight Week Show. Please subscribe. Not now, but right now. Subscribe to the Fight Week Show. We'll see you guys on the road soon.